guys, Tuva here. I want to talk to you today about the healing of people, those that might come to you as a practitioner of Seidr or shamanic practice or just your witchery in general. Now, with my practice, I deal about recovery of different parts of one's soul, for that has a profound effect on the body of the person. For if they have a part of the soul missing, it needs to be encouraged back to make the fullness. But as a Seidr, I also believe in many souls in one. In fact, you may have one resting, one in the divinity sphere, one in the underworld, many waiting to be rejoined. And so when you are practicing forms of healing, which is not part of the Seidr practice, I may add, sometimes we will use that, but mainly it is searing. I thought it would be interesting for you guys to find out a little bit more about how I practice when I am getting a message from deity. It is because I am completely attuned, and the main way of doing that is to be as open with the heart, with love, with respect for everything on the earth, everything on Midgard. As a practitioner, you will be attuned to energies and everything, including the trees and the plants. Everything stirs within. All your energy areas will be heightened. And so, using mugwort, you can enhance those areas to a higher degree. And that can help. The other thing that helps, guys, is using your rattle or using music in some form. And that's where you get Golda, where people will hum and make the noises, bringing that energy to the surface. So when using it to aid somebody, to retrieve things, you will get yourself into a set condition. You may call upon your deity or those that aid you, and you will know the signs. You will recognize the signs, for they will touch you, they will be with you, and you will be able to ascend to the place you need to go. Now, there are different ways you can see if this is what your path is. Do you have an interest, number one, in aiding others around you? Or are you more attuned to making medicines and things with herbal remedies? Are you more for the spiritual, to let them attain you and take you over, but in a proper way? Are you more attuned to developing that letting go of oneself and allowing the energies to be within you? For these are the things you need to ask yourself as a person that is starting on the path of the shamanic way. You might find that there are different areas in that field that interest you a little bit more than maybe healing or being in connection with the divine. You don't have to have those parts, but in my practice I actually am literally with my deity on a basis which she connects with me. Freya comes into me and we work together, and it is a partnership, but it's also very varied in what I allow to come in and what I don't. You have to have a balance, because we are living on Midgard, we are living our earthly physical body as well. It is good when you are starting off to attune yourself as well, and that means by learning the parts of your own soul, your own spirits, knowing what ones are there and what ones are not, what ones should be there. And so self-finding rituals are very good, and that would include meditative states, path workings, and leaving oneself in the quiet, blindfolding oneself, using the bell, the rattle, and meditating with crystals. And doing this on a regular basis, because you will not find yourself. You have to be able to spend a lot of time in this practice to become and to be there fully. Number one, finding that time for a start. Once you have that time, then allowing yourself to be open-minded enough to let the energies come to you. If you are a natural seer, you will be able to flow, and I would say that is the number one step. Flowing with words, song, poetry, writing, anything like that. If you find yourself speaking to somebody, giving them what they need to hear, but all of a sudden it changes and you find yourself speaking these truths that are full of love and hope and pushing that person into a different way of thinking, then you are channeling. And once you are channeling, you are open to all around you. So that's a good sign to look for, guys. If you're doing that, then you're already on that path. The next thing, if you're going to practice Seidr, you need to be able to find yourselves, your more than one self, and bringing it all together to be whole. For if that is whole, then you will be whole, and you'll be able to use your gifting in many ways. Be it for the animal kingdom, be it for the plant kingdom, be it for us, or be it for the unseen kingdoms which people don't think about. They are there, they exist. I just wanted you to realise that if you are on this path, this journey, you need to be putting in that time, that effort, and understand exactly where you should be going on your personal path. It is not the same as mine, and it will not be the same as other people's. You allow the helpers and the divine to show you your personal path, and every Seidr is different to each other. You would need to be able to give the messages that are coming through that you are channeling. Then they would need to be shown to be true. They would be things that would actually come to pass, and that would give people the belief in what you are doing. And it's not for everybody, guys. You can be a witch, you can be a healer, you can do all the different aspects, but it doesn't always mean that you are going to be somebody that can access that. And so don't be disappointed if you can't do it. With a lot of work you would be able to do it, but you would need to be able to do that. So, points I want you to think about. Where am I on my path? Do I want to do this? Have I got the time? Have I got the energy? And do I want to really be doing all this? And if you answer yes to all them, then you need to flow. And by flowing, it means you have to do this stuff every day. Foremost thought in your mind, your heart, you really want to do it. Other than that, it's down to your helpers and you to get that relationship together to progress forwards. So I hope that's helped some of you out there. If you want to know more about it, please leave a comment below and I will always get back to you. But I did pull a rune today, and it is Fehu, and it was sort of on the turn, and I feel that it's talking about conflict of how you're living at the moment, financially and spiritually. There's a turmoil going on around everybody. And so with everything that's going on at the moment, we have issues around us financially as well coming up, and I do feel that Fehu has come to tell you that you need to look at yourselves, at what you've got, and to pull the strings in, to tighten the belt, to start to make provisions for the winter, for that is going to be coming very quickly, and we need, with all these price rises, to be able to cope, able to manage. Look into where you can get help from. Look into the things that you can maybe get help from the government with, and make provision. Do not go out buying the things you don't need. Things will get better, I feel, because it was on the turn, so it means that it's not set in stone, which also means that physically you need to be looking after yourself, and spiritually. So we need to get all those three things of us into line, thinking about our families, thinking about those around us, and thinking about what we need to be doing. So the message isn't great, guys, but we're not in great times at the moment, and I do feel that Freya has come through to say there is a silver lining, there will be a breakthrough, and that we will get through. This financial issue will get sorted eventually, and there will come a peace. I do feel she's telling me there is coming a peace, and I do feel it's on the Russian front, which will make a difference to what we're experiencing as well. So keep hope going, guys, and I am going to leave. It's different today, it's just off the cuff. I'm so busy that I've got to go out in a minute, so I'm going to leave it as quick as possible. But I do feel that Fehu is the rune today, and it is basically telling you to tighten your belt, look after your own finances so that we've got enough to get through the winter with, and also not to be frivolous with your money. Look at the future, but also get the help that you're entitled to, and there is hope. There is going to be a peaceful end to this year, and that's what I feel she's telling me, and I'm going to leave it there. So I hope you're all well, I hope everything's great. Thank you to my new subscribers, thank you to all those that are always there for me, and I will say to you, I love you lots, wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be. I wish you the best ever. House of Valet.